Picture this for a second. You completely swap out your boring college cafeteria for authentic Italian pasta. Or maybe you land a fully funded internship over in Germany. Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're unlocking the ultimate study adventure and unpacking literally one of the most massive, life-changing funding initiatives on the planet. We're talking about the Erasmus Plus program. So let me ask you, are you ready to actually study abroad? To get a taste of genuine independence and just completely supercharge your resume before you even hit the full-time job market? Because this isn't just about sitting in a classroom in a different time zone. I mean, it's about building real, tangible independence. And yeah, that definitely includes the shock of finally having to do your own laundry. But it's also about creating a global network of friends and picking up new languages through total immersion. That is the true promise of Erasmus Plus, and it's something you can actively achieve while you're still in education. And backing up this massive promise is a staggering 26.2 billion euros. That is the estimated budget for the 2021 to 2027 cycle of the program. To put that into perspective, it's nearly double the funding of the previous cycle. It is just an incredible amount of money entirely dedicated to supporting education, training, youth, and sport. And the crazy part? It's sitting there waiting to be utilized by people exactly like you. All right, moving into section 1, who can join in? And let me just burst a common bubble right away. It's definitely not just for university students. Whether you're tuning in from an EU member state or the UK, which, by the way, officially associates to the program in 2027, higher education is really just the starting point. School pupils can jump into study visits. Learners in vocational education and training, or VET, along with apprentices doing technical qualifications, can actually take part in these incredible international work placements. There's even funding for adult learners, youth workers, and teachers or staff who want a job shadow abroad. Seriously, if you're in education or training, there's a very, very high chance there's a pathway for you. Which brings us to Section 2, what you can actually do, or, as the program officially terms it, choosing your mobility. Whenever you hear that word mobility in the Erasmus world, it basically just means your funded period of travel and learning. And the cool thing is, you have options depending on your comfort zone. On one hand, you've got group mobility. This is where you and up to 30 of your classmates travel together with your teachers for anywhere from 2 to 30 days. It's a fantastic, really supported way to dip your toes into a different culture. But if you want to push yourself a bit further, there's individual learner mobility. This is where you head out solo to study or do an internship, and that can last anywhere from 10 days all the way up to a full year. Now, don't get me wrong, you aren't just taking a free vacation here. These are highly structured educational activities. You might be studying at a partner school or college, or if you're a vocational student or apprentice, you could be completing a hands-on internship in a foreign workplace. You can even get funded to travel and compete in international skills competitions to test your abilities against real industry standards. Or, you can volunteer with a partner organization. It's all about building those tangible, real-world skills that employers absolutely love. So, Section 3, where in the world? Let's map out exactly where this 26.2 billion euros can actually take you. The geographic scope is honestly mind-blowing. First off, you have full access to all 27 European Union member states. So from studying in Spain to an apprenticeship in Germany, the entire EU is open. But it doesn't stop there. You can also head out to specific associated countries. That includes Iceland, Liechtenstein, and Norway, plus North Macedonia, Serbia, and Turkey. You literally get this incredible smorgasbord of cultures, languages, and industries to choose from. Let's dive into Section 4, the 4 core priorities. Think of this as the underlying code behind the funding. Because the European Union isn't just handing out billions of euros blindly, right? Every single project that gets funded has to align with a specific philosophy. Basically, every project must hit at least one of 4 major targets: inclusion and diversity, environment and climate change, digital transformation, and democratic participation. By forcing projects to align with these goals, the program ensures the money is actively pushing society forward in a meaningful way. Let's look at the first one, inclusion and diversity. The absolutely crucial takeaway here is that Erasmus Plus is not an elite club. This priority actively demands that organizations ensure equal access. It literally provides extra funding and support for people who face social, economic, cultural, or even geographical barriers. The whole goal is to level the playing field, making sure that absolutely everyone has an equal opportunity to pack their bags and participate. Next up is environment and climate change. The program is actively throwing its weight behind the green transition. They fund projects that encourage environmental awareness and promote sustainable behaviors across the board. Erasmus Plus really wants your mobility to contribute to a greener future. So, say you're an engineering student. You might actually secure funding specifically for a placement that focuses entirely on renewable energy tech. Finally, Section 5, How to Make It Happen. We know the destinations and the values. Now let's look at the exact mechanics of how you actually claim this opportunity. Okay, there is one vital rule you absolutely must understand right off the bat. Individual learners cannot apply directly for funding. You can't just hop onto a website, type in your bank details, and ask for a quick grant to go to Italy. It simply doesn't work like that. You have to team up with a participating organization. Instead, think of it like a giant team effort. Step 1. You express your interest to your school, your further education college, your vocational provider, or your youth organization. You raise your hand and say, hey, I want to do an Erasmus Plus mobility. Step 2, your organization is the one that actually registers in the EU portals, designs the project, and applies for the funding on your behalf. And then step 3, once they secure that funding and organize the trip, you pack your bags and go abroad. It's that simple.
Which leaves us with one final thought. The 26.2 billion euros, it's there. The destinations are wide open and waiting. The benefits to your independence, your real-world skills, and your future career are pretty much undeniable at this point. So the only question left is, are you ready to talk to your school, your college, or your workplace today and start your adventure? The opportunity is right there for the taking. Go start that conversation.